Good morning, friends. Welcome to your daily aspects. Today is September 5, 2021. The sun is in Virgo. The moon starts out the day in Leo, but then moves into Virgo. We'll talk about that. Let's get into today's aspects. All of these aspects are given in Central Standard Time because I am in Fayetteville, Arkansas. 6:58 a.m. The moon goes sextile with Venus. At 9:21 a.m. I'm going to put this in here, a little VC. The moon goes in opposition to Pluto. At 6:05 p.m. tonight, the moon makes an ingress. It moves out of Leo and into Virgo. And at 10:07 p.m., Venus goes square with Pluto. So, let's make our legend. The sun is your outer self. Some would say the ego. Some would also just say who you are in the world. The moon is your inner self. Some might say the psyche. This is sort of your capacity to feel and relate, both to what's going on in here and out here. Let's see, the planet Venus is your planet of love, and that includes empathy and compassion. The planet Jupiter, did I say Pluto earlier? That's Jupiter. The planet Jupiter is your planet for growth and opportunities. Jupiter is the largest planet. So we think of expansive and just giving bigly. And then here we have the planet Pluto. Pluto, they always say death and rebirth. I think that sounds very dramatic. Often we're just talking about endings and beginnings. Which is to say that there's a deep change at work. A complete change at work, we might say. So let's take a look at these aspects. And by the way, I've been doing this for myself for a long time. Another thing that you can do with this information is take it back to your own natal chart and look at, like say, my moon is in Aquarius, and so how does that, and also like my moon is in my 5th house. So how does that say more about how I might be impacted by these transits? That's something you're welcome to do. I do this information and I outline it so that, we can learn to look at the symbols and then sort of interpret them more easily. So this is a sextile. And it indicates cooperative energy. This is an opposition. An opposition generally actually means balance. This is an ingress. That's about transit. It's not really an aspect. So the moon was in Leo yesterday, and now, you know, as it moves across the sky, it has found its way into the sign of Virgo. And the square represents challenges. So here's the part where I give my own interpretations of what I see here. This interpretation comes from me taking a look at this, making my own, having my own idea about what that means, and then reading a couple of other trusted astrologers, astrology sites and blogs to sort of get my own idea. So I'm not copying anybody, but I am looking for a little bit of, confirmation of my ideas before I just go spitting them out there. The moon sextile Venus, this is a transit. These moon transits only last about 2 hours. They can be like moods or feelings or just, just a part of your day. This is a transit that gives us time for relating well with others. It's a good time to be feeling social, to have maybe a desire to get to know somebody a little bit better, but definitely a good time to talk to friends. This next one, the moon in opposition to Pluto, you may really feel like sharing of yourself more generously, or sharing about yourself more generously, and it is good to share in that it improves your bond with others. It helps you do this friendship thing, but just be careful not to overshare, and I'm talking specifically about your private information or your lucrative ideas. So because sometimes people are just willing to take advantage of your openness, right? And we've all had that experience, so we know what that's, well, I assume that we've all had that experience. Maybe we have not. Look out for it. It can be disappointing, but definitely, find a way to share about yourself. At this ingress, so the moon will be in Virgo at this point for about 2.5 days. And the moon in Virgo really makes our senses sharp and our minds analytical. It's a good time to clean up and organize. I would say beware the quest for perfection. And especially since you see that, for 2.5 days there, the sun is in Virgo. So we're already in a sort of sharper, clearer mindset. And we're already sort of pursuing things, with an idea of what it looks like, with completion, like you've thought of all the details and you've gotten to work on it, with the moon and the sun in Virgo. Just really be careful not to work too hard, and be careful not to really try to make things perfect. But it is a great time to like tidy up or organize, or go through something that needs a little more functionality or clarity. This last one is a Venus square Pluto. So the moon ingress, this is like 2.5 days. Venus square Pluto, this is a few days. I'm going to say 3 or 4 days. Venus being our love and our empathy and our compassion, being the planetary representation of that, and Pluto being the planetary representation of like outer limits and extremes, endings and beginnings. This may be a time of passionate or emotional highs and lows, and it may also be an opportunity to transform within our relationships. So please be careful with your loved ones, because your capacity to connect during these 3 days is really potent. And if you are kind, and if you are communicative, and if you're open, you know, you can negotiate on behalf of your feelings, right? But look out for those challenges. Like there are you know, hills in the way that you might have to get over. You know, you might need to navigate a little more carefully, is what this says. So there you have it. Those are your daily aspects for September 5, 2021. Please leave any comments, questions, dreams, or visions you have below. Also, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will leave this up for you for a few minutes to ponder and peruse, to think of and ask the important questions. I trust in spirit to give you good guidance. I'm also open to any questions you might have about what we're doing here. Thank you.